Good afternoon, just about. It's just about afternoon, that's good because we start at 12 o'clock, so we are on time-ish. Hello for the unindoctrinated, my name is Cennamo-Smith. I am an author of crime, fantasy, thriller, horror, science fiction, all that kind of jazz. I write weird stuff on the internet and I publish books, so if that sounds like your jam, there's some links in the description to various places where you can read, purchase, all that kind of lovely stuff. Let's turn that away. And turn this a bit that way. There we go. That's a bit better. I apparently moved my webcam at some point during the week. Anyway, how are we all doing today? This is Byte. This is the Friday afternoon lunchtime show where we do a little bit of weird stuff on the internet. Currently, just working through a random book title generator and having some fun with that. Last week was the first stream of the year, and it went alright. I basically just showed you the weird thing, the frustration of finishing off the project from the end of last year over Christmas that I wasn't doing live because of the various requirements about life. We also started planning the next cover we're going to make together, hopefully, and this is definitely together because there is no way I voluntarily chose to shove Daniel Craig into something. Sorry, phone was doing a weird thing. Alright, so first let's have some music, some nice chill tavern beats for the background. You don't need to hear the echo of me. And let's see what we've been doing. At some point I will find a way of doing this without using a mouse. So what we have here is, yeah, this was our plan. We have our title, we have Dress to Kill, is the title we were given. We were thinking this is where we get, so it's going to be some kind of thriller romance is what we decided. Not romance, but like thriller with a hint of that kind of era. Somehow, I know exactly how, but I'm not going to say. We ended up with the theme of Casino Royale. So we've got, at some point, we've got to have Daniel Craig because we need his face because he's sexy. Those are the reasons. Dress to Kill. That's got to be some kind of. What on earth did I write there? My handwriting is polygon rotoscoping. Yeah, that was, we were planning out styles, we were planning out things, and we need basically something to go along with. So that's what we've got so far. 1 second, let's make sure everything's working fine there. There we go. So just checking that everything is as and where it should be. So yeah, I did do a little bit this week of looking up some reference images, primarily because searching reference images live is not necessarily interesting and also could contribute a copyright strike, especially when you're looking through stock images, and a lot of that is naked. It's a bit early in the day for naked. That sort of thing's for Twitch. Anyway, so we have our sort of plan. I'm not sure how well this is going to go, but we're going to start something. So we're going to move into new. Let's copy a drawfee tactic. I need it a bit darker because of my eyesight. So we're working on this. Let's see if we can make it big. Ooh, that works. I need that. Yeah. I need to be able to see my layers. So, what do we need? First of all, we need kind of our layout plan. So, I'm not entirely sure where we want the title. I think titles work best when they are kind of in this kind of zone. So you got, and then you got. I need to stop holding the should be. So we got. I can spell, I promise. Author name. Book title. Okay, that's the easy bit done. Now, what we need is something nice and flashy to kind of draw your attention. So we need. I was thinking we have our first kind of figure here. That's god awful, Nicholas. What are you doing? Let's try that again, as if we know what we're doing. So we've got like our first figure there. there, and then we're going to have like a nice silhouette-y kind of figure facing away from us. Proportions have never been my strong suit, can you tell? Now, we're going... Oh, I shouldn't have done that on the background layout. Oh well. Oh well. Let's lock that. See, it annoys me that for some reason that layer is automatically locked, but you can still draw on it. Well, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, so that's kind of what we think of. Then we need some kind of patterning, and we're going to work through that and see how it goes. But we agreed. We decided polygonal styling. So we're going to go with that. So first off, I have some reference images that we're going to use, and we're going to start off with, purely because it was brought up several times, we're going to go with Mr. Bond. So let's kind of position him about there. That should be fine. And again, we're going to lock that. We're going to turn off that, and we're going polygonal. So this is going to be a lot of pen tooling, which is fine. That's shape 1. New one. Thinking through that's going to be too difficult. Yeah, we're going to delete that. We're going to start again. We don't want paths. Yeah. What layers we want? Let's use the lasso tool. It's going to be easier. So it doesn't matter how accurate this is. And we're going to colour pick, we're going to brush. We can deal with these later. Let's call this one skin. Hello, Flaz. How are you doing today? As you can see, we're starting off strong with a Daniel Craig at your request. Nope. I assume the music's playing, I can't hear it, but there we go. Right, now we need well, there's going to be an easy way of doing this, isn't there? Layering definitely means you don't have to be as precise about these things. Let's colour pick again. Not fussed about the colours right now, we're just kind of putting this together. And this is going to be might end up separating the jacket by tone. Actually, we'll do that afterwards. We might add some detailed shadow lines in afterwards just to kind of help break it up a little bit. Otherwise, this is going to be all very well, blocky. We're kind of going for blocky, but hang on a second. Such a yeah. There's a tool for that. Oh yeah, he needs hair. Hair can go over the skin layer. Actually, I can probably fit just under it. We have our bond. I think we definitely need a little bit more detailing around there, or we can just mess with the colours afterwards to make it look a bit more badumph. So less tonnage, more just nice bright primes. Okay, we're going to leave them here, and now I had multiple options for this because I wanted I was thinking like the femme fatale kind of figure. I'm pointing with the pen, not like you can see. I could just actually point here on the screen, just and then I can the female figure over like the shoulder. So I have three choices for who could be our. Why aren't you working? You working? There we go. Yeah, three choices for who could be our. He's perfect. We need blue eyes, though. I'll think about it. I'll think about it because if we add eyes to one, we've got to add eyes to the other. Maybe we could use like the color of his eyes for his suit. I'm just going to see how detailed if I Google Daniel Craig's eyes, see how close up they can get. Alright. Contents cannot be shown in your region. Daniel Craig's eyes are too pretty to be shown, apparently. There we go. There we go. Just thank you, Reddit. So we can, if you want, we can use that. Ooh. That kind of like tone of the blue. For his main colour. Oh dear. Why was that region blocked? It's the weirdest thing. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, the silhouette. So we have three choices for our background silhouette. So I'm going to hide this layer and I'm going to bring them in one by one and we're going to see how they look. So image one. To go behind Bond. For scaling purposes, let's something like that. So that's option one. Option two, just to keep it fully Bond, as in, what's it? No Time to Die. Can keep her in it as well and just fully rip off 007, or our final one. And again, this needs to be the other way around. Oh, you'd find it peculiar how difficult it is to find photos like this. I understand why a lot of people do their own recon. Her facing him is decent. So this one. like looking back towards camera. Ooh. What's going on? There we go. Sorry, my mouse went odd. Something like that. 2 is too generic. Hang on a second. So this was 1. This was 2. This was 3. Which one are we thinking? I like this because of the shape of the dress. Primarily like that. That's kind of strapped right down the spine. The first one facing him. Oh, facing him. Okay. One second. That? Let's make a dance. Da, 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 da. Anyway. Not easy distracted in the slightest. Okay, we'll give that we'll give that one a go and see how it looks. We have no skin tone for though, so let's try that. And if all else fails, we can just mirror flipper. No. Right. Let's move these 3 into a ref folder. Okay, so I might nick the tone color from one or the other. That's what we got. Okay. Da, 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 da. Yeah, all of these images are from Unsplash, apart from the photos of Daniel Craig, which I just grabbed off of Google. I cannot remember who any of these photos belong to. I apologise. But if you are interested, let me know and I will flick up and flick through and find out. I think the file name is... Oh yeah, the file name has it, if you're that concerned. Yeah, so they don't look back and she looked... Aha, okay, yeah, I get you. I am with you. Okay, just need to add this bit in. Right, what colour should we have? That's I might too. Need a colour. Let's turn the rest folder up. There we go. Let's pick a colour. So the colourblind man. Do we want that nice kind of blue, or do we want more of like a deep kind of red? Stop trying to use the brush. Oh, I've kind of painted myself into a corner here. Tell you what, I know what I'm going to do. I will layer it up. Skin tone. Skin tone. I'm terrible at skin tone, but also ooh. No. It also doesn't need to be accurate skin tone because we can just mess with it later. But that's clearly not a skin tone. But I digress. Right, that works. Skin under. Now we need a skin over. Too close. Too close. A little too close. I'm going to go along this arm just in case I make a change later. So if I want to add like, just if I, for the sake of this, multiply and shift it that way. I think shadow, that kind of shadow helps, I think. Gives it something a little bit more. Arm shadow. Oh, there we go. Let's see. This week I've watched 2 Daniel Craig films. Fair enough. Quantum of Solace, good choice. Skyfall, it's a masterpiece, and The Ranch won't fit here. That's what Discord is for. So this coming up on the next day after watching those 2 is fitting. Good, there we go. So just watch 2 Daniel Craig films in a row. You were prepared for this stream. You were more prepared for this stream than I. Which isn't surprising. So we need to do a face now. It's quite a nice face. I'll keep it. I'm gonna keep this behind everything else. We're gonna face layers. So I want you to go under skin. Okay, above face. I think just because it feels thematic, and we should probably have to. Silver has got to be the greatest James Bond movie I ever watched. I'm a certified Daniel Craig Bond fan. Fair enough. I will agree. Bond, no matter what area you're from, Bond is Daniel Craig's Bond is the Bond. He gets the shit kicked out of him on a regular basis. And it looks like in every film that he's been in, that he has been Bond in rather, he looks like he has been through the ringer. He doesn't look like you got Sean Connery, who was questionably a good choice of James Bond, but some of his films definitely do not age well. Pierce Brosnan is a prick. Pure and simple. I don't like the Pierce Brosnan James Bond, and that was my era of James Bond films when they came out. When as they were being produced, I was whatever. That was like the Bond I was first introduced to, because I didn't see the Connery ones until much later because they were not being released when I was a youth. But Pierce Brosnan is just a pretty boy prick who, after a fight, looked like he just walked out of makeup. Daniel Craig, after a fight scene, looks like he's been in a fight scene. So the one, definitely the Bond film that made me think this is going to be a good film, or a good version of James Bond, was Casino Royale. The chase scene through the construction site where he just ramps through the wall. I was like, yeah, it's drywall. Do it. You don't need to be fancy. You don't need all these gadgets. Just go for it. Yeah, I love that. I love that chase scene. It's the chase scene for me, as it were. It's from the Bond films. Okay. I kind of felt like I had to do this. Oh no, did I just do that? I did. There's a new layer. Hair. I don't know why. I think like her face has got too much detail in it compared to his. It's not blocky enough. It's too detailed. I just want to close that gap right up. You don't even see that arm really, but Cennamo was great, but Skyfall was just edge of the seat, character in action. It was so. Oh, and it's not like Skyfall takes the film to 5.5. Skyfall opening takes the film to 5.5, 7.5 for characters, and 6.5 for the villain, and 10 out of 10 for the story. Those aren't separate; they just added to 28 out of 10. Fair. Cennamo was great, but Skyfall just edge of the action. It was so rich with the character, and the stakes felt high. The villain was really capable as well. Enough to succeed, yes. I will admit, the one that I'm not entirely sure about. No Time to Die, like the last one. Yes? Sorry, my cat just went mental. What are you doing? Yeah. No Time to Die was... I just don't know how I feel about Rami Malek as the villain. It just didn't feel... I wanted more Blofeld. I wanted more Blofeld. What if... I'm thinking now. Face... just going to... I don't want another layer. Is that too much of a block? Why is snapping on? Something about this is just not sitting right, and I don't know what it is. Don't spoil my... Oh, you haven't seen... Yes, I apologise. That film came out a while ago. I already reached heaven, so No Time to Die will be the highest peak that I can climb to there again, at least closer to it. Have you seen No Time to Die yet, or not? Before I say anything else, have you seen it? I think we need more contrasting colours. I also think we need some shadow here. You haven't seen it. Okay, I will say nothing else then. Absolutely nothing else. Yeah, no. I wanted more Blofeld from after Spectre, because I feel like he was barely introduced, and then we're kind of done with him. I'm not so. Oh, you're locked. I'll put you there just so I can get a better idea of this. So let's turn off bonds. Let's add a layer to that. Back on. a suit. Oh, I've done that wrong, haven't I? Twit. You added the lips of the lady, it might be insane. But what if you added lips to Daniel Craig? Nah. I think the lips are what wasn't working there. This kind of looks so ridiculous. Oh, you want it to look ridiculous. You know what? Sod it, we will. Since we're doing it for the purpose of looking ridiculous. Ooh. Alright. One second. I want to see if I can sort out the shading on this arm first. Then you go over the top of suit. Duplicate it, put the copy down there, call it arm shadow. Tap, multiply, and then just all kind of film. We want to blur. A 5 blur. Hardness off on the eraser. Drop the percentage down so it's just there. Do something and all right. Let's put some lips on Mr. Bond. This is entirely your fault, by the way. If the lady has lips, everyone should. Okay. This is not staying by any stretch of the imagination because this is going to look ridiculous. Ready? I don't know how I feel about that. It does look ridiculous. No. I think I've gone with too much detail. Close the references. What are they? Why are you still here? You should be in the reference folder. In you get. That's worse than I thought. Better? Worse. Better? Worse. Yeah, no. For her as well, I think I've gone a bit too much detail. Turn the lips off. I might cut back on her face as well. Just the hint of a nose. I feel like that works a bit better. but their colours do not work. Their colours do not work together. So I'm going to turn them off. I'm going to check out my other reference options as well. What if we had... I feel like I'm going to give it a try just because I'd like another option just to compare it to. Let's turn off bond and let's just make this full No Time to Die. Also technically Knives Out as well. My hair's going to go on top this time. It was the nose. Without any other details, she looked like the daughter of... I don't know who that is. Doofenshmirtz. Am I going to regret googling that? What on earth is that? Oh, Phoebus and Ferb. Or Phineas and Ferb. Don't know who that is. What is this girl's name? I've forgotten. What is this actress's name? Girl from Knives Out. I've generally forgotten her name. Anna Diamaris. That's it. Anna Diamaris. Okay. No, she's very bad. Let's grab some skin tones. Or I'm going to do this here just for now because I think let's go for tan. Right. Oh no! There we go. Forgot about how things work. Just the nose. Would you do the lips with her? No, no lips on this. No lips at all. It's like minimal detail we're going here. I'm thinking we even remove the shadow from Mr. Craig's. Jacket. I've given it skin tone for it. I've given her apologies. Very derogatory. I've given her skin tone for the moment, but I'm thinking we go like nothing prime colours, or blacks, whites, and a prime colour. just that. I'm going to have to, I think, steal that hand. Let's pick. Again, this is might end up being. This might end up being, again, prime colours, but okay, and finally, hair. Deep kind of brown. Let's turn off our references, turn all of that back on. M2. Oh, flipping left that on, didn't I? Do we want more space between the two of them? Because that's kind of a nice kind of almost. We'll just leave it in there. Ooh. The white background is also not helping with this. I think we need something darker. So let's entirely for the moment. If we do, once we put threshold at the top there. Threshold. Can you change the values of threshold? No. Oh well. 1 second. Plan. The plan is occurring. Sorry, I don't know why. Stretch for that entirely. Right. Let's pick some colours. I like a deep rich purple leading into a pale lilac. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure how this is going to look, but we are going to give it a go. So we want the way around. Where's the centre of this? Can we have snapping back on? Centre. Centre. Okay, let's remove the rulers. That's too bright. No, do not give me. No. Okay, we'll leave that for now. Tailoring patterns, perhaps something to kind of fill the background with. Let's go for. Oh, that's no. Right. Background. I did not put any thought into the background of this image. Because I often use parchment in my covers. Oh yeah, we thought Argyle, didn't we? Argyle could work. No. Let's stop putting my pen in my mouth. It's very difficult to talk. This is just a placeholder. The thing is, we faint it out and then that outer glow needs to be white. Those two bits, but up there. Maybe. What about using different greys for the background, different tones of grey? Are they not in the right position? I think it is. What did you have in mind for different tones of grey? Find a picture of a casino and oversimplify it. Ooh, I like that thinking. Why on earth have I got paint? We are just turning this into Casino Royale now, though. Well, that could also be the theme. Alright, simple casino. We still need casinos in it. Your idea board demanded it. Where's my idea board? It said Casino Royale. That was for the styling. All right. Pardon me. Yeah, we're not going this style in the slightest unless we still want to kind of cut it up. Alright, let's turn off that and turn off that. And turn off that just for now. So do we want a casino? Ugh. Sorry, I found one that looked bright, had a nice shape, and then it links to an AI website. So, with all due respect, you, sir. I like the phrase "all due respect." My favourite insult. Why? Oh, stop! Why is Google filled with AI images? Casino strip. Wait, that's probably a bad thing to Google. No. This could work. No, I can't just drag and drop a copy. Let's turn everybody off. Don't want that. What's this to kind of fill up the background? Although I don't like that it's kind of asymmetrical. But then again, it's just kind of backgroundy. How far down do the figures go? Let's lower them. Let's up this. Are you still going to give Daniel Craig the scissors? I had another idea for the scissors, or use Brave or Opera GX. Chrome is blighted with AI. Yeah, I do need to switch Opera. I do need to switch Internet Explorers. Oh, what's the word? Browsers. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. Browser. No, wrong way around. Okay. Right, shades of grey it is. Where's my pen? We're going to start at the back and work our way up. What happened? Oh, it's there. Cool. Shades of grey. Building 1. I don't know which of these buildings are connected, if any. But that's not really... Ooh. An issue right now. So what we're doing is just blocking everything in. Which buildings we've done. Okay, do you in the middle there, sir? You can go at the back, that's fine. What on earth happened there? Ooh. Photoshop is not happy with me right now. Why are you not happy with me? What did I do wrong? I mean, I know what I did wrong, but how did you find out? Oh. What on earth is your damage? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straight down. Oh, it's nearly 1 o'clock. I probably should go. He says loading up another layer. Tell you what, since this is your idea, Flaz, we're going to finish off just this backgroundy bit just to see how it looks. Okay. Alright. I need like a... I know what I need. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock. Stop putting the pen in your mouth. You can't talk when there's a pen in your mouth. Okay. Can I push that? I can. Sweet. Because I've forgotten what layer all of these things are. Right. That's not enough. Why on earth does this all keep changing? Why aren't you working? Yeah. Okay, I assume we go, but this is going to take a while though, and I definitely don't have time. Because life, this is the last thing of my break. Anyway, thank you very much for coming along. We're going to pop Craig and Anna back in place for the time being, and we're going to put a background on the next time. Make it look all Vegas-y and fancy. And I have an idea for the scissors, which I will share next week. For the time being, thank you very much for joining me again. I really do appreciate having you here to keep me company on my weird hour. If you have enjoyed this, as always, a like, a subscribe, a follow, all of those things really help. The worst that's going to happen to you is you're going to find out I'm back on the internet. If you're looking for something fun to read, I have a crime fantasy series called Monsters Lost and Found available. I have a book that has just come out, The Rat King of London, a Victorian dystopia. I have a light novel series currently on Patreon called I Used to Be an Adventurer But Now Run a Tavern. I also have a crime noir series called Insecticide on Patreon. Both those release chapters every month. Insecticide's last one came out on Monday. Next Monday is the next chapter of I Used to Be an Adventurer. For the time being, if you want to check this out, all the links are in the description, as well as some other stuff. If you want to check any of that out, that would be greatly appreciated. In the meantime, thank you for coming. I wish you all the best, and I will see you next Friday. TTFN.